Hey, what's up everybody? This is Netta with Inner Peace with Netta, and on this video I wanted to talk about what is the narrative that you tell yourself. So is this narrative propelling you in your life, or is it holding you back? Now, we all go through things in life. We all have a story. And this is why we all have different paths and we all have different missions to uplift and empower ourselves first, and then give that to others and to be of service to others, right? Because we cannot stay stuck in that story, in that, if you face trauma, and then there's like different levels of trauma. Everybody didn't go through the same trauma, but that does not mean that whatever someone went through, that somebody got to play a comparison game, because you can't tell anyone how to feel and how the pain may have affected them, in their lives. But everyone has a story. So, and when I mean, I'm basically saying life is not fair. I don't believe it's fair. It's about balance. And we all have different roles in this world. And for whatever reason, our soul's purpose, whatever reason, we needed to learn these lessons. We needed to learn these lessons for a reason. And somebody else's life may have been different. It has nothing to do with you. It's not about fairness. It's about what you needed to learn in this life and what your purpose and mission is, what you're here for now. Because whatever you had to learn, somebody else went through it, so maybe you need to assist that person, right? Because a lot of things I went through, and I was just like divine, wow. When I first started, I was just like, wow. Like, I don't get it, why I had to go through that. But then, started on my spiritual journey, and then kind of understanding certain things, and then meeting people, and just like, some people went through the same things that I went through in my childhood, and they ain't come up out of it. They're still there. And, when you could tell your story and you can empower and uplift other people and be that example for others, that's a good thing. Like, that's a good feeling. And that's what we're all here to do. And we just have to fight, because I remember when I was just like, you know what, I give up. And I'm not a quitter. I was just like, I don't know about this. I don't know about this path. But then, even if I try something different, I'll be rerouted right back to this. And then if I try something different, it wouldn't even work out anyway. I'd be stressed, So I was just like, let me put more effort in, and look at it differently. Maybe I'm being rerouted to do something different, in the path. Just move different, strategize, and organize it a little different. And think about it differently, and failing and just continuously getting up. And I just had this defeating story in my head. I was listening to too many damn people. Just too many people. I was internalizing everybody and their mama's story. And I couldn't find my voice, and I was mad. I was mad at everybody. I was mad at the divine. I was mad at myself. I had just so much issues. And it wasn't even from childhood. It was just stuff maybe that happened after childhood in teen years and my early 20s. And I was just like, I am over it. But the narrative got so played out, I just got sick of my own stuff. And I got tired and sick. You know how they say, when you get tired and sick and tired of your stuff, oh, you will be sick and tired and sick and all that of your stuff. And you just have to stop. And it's like, yo, you sound like a scratched up mixtape. Like when we used to listen to CDs, and if the CD had a little scratch, and be like, yeah, like that's how it sounds, right? And that's what's playing in your head. And so your ego is like, yeah, girl, yup, you right, confirmation. Yup, this person did that to, yup, confirmation, because now it's being projected back towards you, because that's what's inside you. All your insecurities is hitting you, you know, like Muhammad Ali, just knocking you like, psh, 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 psh. And you just like, really? So now you gotta shift your story, and like, this is the best story that you can come up with. This is your best narrative. And I had to ask myself, like, you did all this work just to stop and give up, like, give up here? Like, do you know who you are? Like, do you know what your goals are? Do you know, like, you're not even finished with your vision and your dreams. Like, you didn't even hit your maximum potential yet. Like, girl, you didn't even, you only tap. You know, you didn't, like, really fully explode yet. So, what are you doing? What narrative keeps running? And, you know, I had to become aware of the narratives, because you have to create a new one and then reprogram the mind, which I'm going to tell you how at the end, right? So, that story you tell yourself, it may be a combination of what you heard when you was little, you know, things that used to hurt your feelings, or maybe someone told you, you know, you need to go to college in order to have a good life, and have a good job, and everybody know that's a lie. Okay. Maybe they told you that if you do live a certain way, do a certain thing, let me say this. They said, if you're gay, you know, you're going to hell, God going to judge you. I'm not going to get all into the whole religion stuff and things like that, but no. Be yourself. God made you how God made you. And I don't mean to say it like that either. God made you the way you were supposed to be. So love who you love. You know, love yourself. And that, you know, that may be a story that may cause a conflict internally for you. And a lot of our narratives, it's not even our own stories. It's other people's stories that we internalize. And then we start making up stuff in our heads that's not even true. Then we succumb to the fear, which is not even real. And when you face your fear, you see this big thing that you was fearing, right? You don't even know what it is, but to you, it's about this big. You face that fear and you find out it's about this tiny. You're going to be like, what? But that just prepares you, you know, for the next one. And it makes you, it allows you to maneuver around your challenges a little better. And then some challenges you ain't never had before. And you just like, it's like me being an entrepreneur and going through this spiritual path and doing my own thing and working with crystals and becoming a Reiki master and just doing different things, coaching, speaking, and now I'm doing some writing. And it's just, everything was different from me, you know, and learning to express myself. And just like this, me starting this before, I was like, no, I don't want to be on YouTube. When I first started my podcast, and I kept telling myself, what if somebody who know me see me? And it's like, who cares? Who cares? And all these dumb stories just start coming up. You know, when I first started my podcast, and I kept hearing, speak your truth, speak your truth, speak your truth, and I kept saying, well, what is everybody else going to say? Who cares? Check out my video, though, how to stop caring, you know, about what other people think about you. So, and I just had to say, like, who life you gonna live? You gonna live the life that everybody wants you to live, or you gonna live, you know, your life that you wanna live? Because you either going to make other people comfortable, or you going to be comfortable in your life and allow other people to be uncomfortable because you're being yourself. So if you're going to live another life that you don't want to live, I'm going to let you know you're going to have an inner battle. And that's not cool. And this is why people suppress and repress their emotions with drugs and alcohol and self-sabotage, because they don't know how to express what they feel and express their emotions and just, be themselves, because they're trying to be everything else but who they are, or they may not know themselves fully, which is not a problem. But when you're bogged down by all this other stuff, because you can't listen to your heart, honestly, and that intuition, it's like you're going to have all these stories and you're going to start making up stories in your head. But you are responsible and in control of your life. So you have to change that narrative. You have to change it. So whether you think you're ugly, you need to fix your teeth, or you stay talking about you broke, that you're not good enough, and all this other nonsense, right? How about you look at the things that you already achieved or that you are achieving, and be grateful that, you're healthy, you're alive, and you are beautiful, and there's nothing wrong with your teeth, and you are worthy. Your worth is not measured by any external force, okay? Also, I don't know remember the last two things I said, but it does not matter, because any of those negative things is not true. You are worthy. You don't have to earn love, because you are love, okay? And you don't have to be validated by anything outside of yourself. You have to ground yourself. Rewrite your story. What do you want your life to look like? What does every day look like for you? And if you're not all the way clear, maybe you could develop a new skill that you always wanted to do. Maybe you want to learn how to fly a plane, how to drive a speedboat. Who knows? But go that route to what makes you happy. Like, we're not supposed to be living a life to where we're just like, oh my gosh, I can't wait till this day is over. Like, I couldn't stand living like that. And I haven't said that in years. I can't wait till the day is over. I don't even say that. I don't even think that. Even when challenges arise, I don't even be like, oh, I wish this day had over. No. So we gotta change our narrative about ourselves. Yes, you can do it. You are worthy. You are intelligent enough. You are smart enough. No, you do not have to be young. You are old enough. You are young enough. You are healthy enough. It does not matter, oh, I'm not computer savvy. Yes, you are. And if you're not, you can learn. Oh, I don't have the patience. Well, get some, and you can do it. And yes, you do have the patience, because if you have the patience to say that you don't have the patience, you got the patience. And I'm not confident enough. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. If you was confident enough to say that you aren't confident enough, you are confident enough to find you some confidence. But you have to find it within doing the inner work. But you got to change your story. Because if those are things that you're saying about yourself, the universe is saying, oh, okay, yes, you're not confident enough. Oh, okay, yes, you're not. So you're going to just get that energy boomerang back to you. But if you change your story and you're shifting and you're continuously telling yourself that story and you're programming your mind, and then you're taking the actions that's going to propel you. Because if you tell your story, oh, I'm not good enough, then you're not going to be motivated, or you're not going to have any type of inspiration, aspiration to move, to propel yourself. That story is always going to hold you back. Like I said, that energy is coming back to you, and that energy is going to hit you like, you're right. And if you think highly of yourself, that's nothing but positive energy. Your ego will have you stuck in these stories. Don't get stuck in your head. So when you're mad or you're angry, just pivot real quick and smile. Go take a walk. Just breathe. Just breathe. And a lot of times our narratives can make us angry as well. It can make you angry. There's narratives out in society about certain people, races, sexes, sexual orientations, and it's not cool at all. And that held a lot of people back, but I'm telling you, don't let any of that stuff hold you back, because it's not true. All that external stuff, that's somebody else's insecure opinion about themselves, and they didn't do the inner work. So they're going to make you feel bad because they feel bad about themselves. So just send them some compassion and love. And most of all, love yourself enough to know that it's not true. And love yourself enough to own your power, right? To create yourself a new story so that you can have a different life. Nothing outside of you can affect you. If you continuously to think about it and you create that narrative, then yes. You understand? So make sure you're not creating a narrative of hate about yourself or about anything in society. Just break it. But I'm talking about us, our personal own narratives. What is the narratives that you're telling yourself? If you want to start that business, if you want to go to school, if you want to ask that guy or that girl out, ask them, you want to wear this outfit and you feel like you need to look a certain way, wear the outfit because it looks good on you and you bought it. Oh, to dye your hair a certain color, wear a certain hairstyle, act true to yourself. Be you. You don't have to have permission. You give yourself permission. Just be you. And don't tell yourself narratives like, oh no, I can't. Please remove can't out your vocabulary. If you're not able to do it at the moment, then that's different. But don't say that you can't do it, because you can do it. You may need to shift a couple of things and do a couple of things, but there's nothing that you can't do. You can do everything once you're in alignment with your higher self. Okay? You're limitless. You're not limited. Okay? And if you tell yourself that you're limited, then you're going to continuously limit yourself. Don't limit yourself. And don't allow any other people to limit you. That's still your responsibility as well. Oh, because somebody told that's part of the narrative. Oh, because somebody told me, oh, I was ugly, or I didn't look right, or yeah, whatever. You're not ugly and you do look right. You're beautiful, you're gorgeous, you're intelligent. You understand? Like, Don't tell yourself nothing negative. Don't beat your soul up. Don't beat yourself up. But really dig deep. So I told you I would tell you how y'all can change your narrative. Writing. So you need to first, 2 sheets of paper, write down your negative Nancy story, right? And shout out to the Nancys out there that's not negative. And write, what comes up for you that comes, for the resistance, comes up as a form of resistance when you're wanting to do something different, And then the second sheet of paper, you're going to be rewriting the stories. For every negative, you want to write a positive, okay? Actually, get another piece of paper, because on the third one, I actually want you to write out what your life would look like. Write out a story. Like, when you get up in the morning, what do you want your morning to look like? What you want to eat for breakfast, lunch, dinner? What does your day look like? Do you own your own business? Do you work for a certain company? What do you do? Are you exercising? You going out with your friends, your family? What's your next vacation? How much money you making? How are you serving others? How are you giving back? How are you being the change that you want to see in the world? Yeah, all that. All of it. You understand? So write down the third piece of paper. So first one, the negative Nancy story. Second one, all the negatives that you write, you need to write the positive. And then the third one, you write your story. You take everything from the positive and you write your story in your own way. And write it in a present. Like, well, when I get up in the morning, I am doing this, I'm grateful for this and this, because, I wrote myself a check for $1 million. Oh, I just bought my mom a house out in Malibu and blah, 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 whatever you want to say. So that's what you can do. Or, I always say write, but you can also do it on video. But I would tell you to write it, right? But if you want to see the video and then look back and have that to look back to say, like, wow. But write it. You need to write out your story. You need to rewrite it out and post it where you can see it. Post it where you can see it. Make a vision board as well. And post it where you can see it. And all those positives, make affirmations out of them and stick them all over the place. Where you can see it, on your refrigerator, on your bathroom mirror, in your room, if you're renting a room or something of that nature, if you have a certain contained space, in your space, at your desk, in your car, on your book bag, in your purse, in your wallet, wherever you go to, on your tablet. Okay, so that is the video for today. Let us change our narratives, our stories, and rewrite our stories. I love y'all. Peace.